What's up friends, Chook here and welcome back to Bit Heroes. Okay, it is new content and it is Sunday. So, it's hard to find. We can only do Raid 6 on hard. We can't do it on Heroic, obviously, as it's only not even 24 hours old. Oh no, it is. It's 24 hours old. But yeah, it's only a day old or so. We are rocking the best Donatello cosplay that I can do. We did get this shell, this Donatello shell with the staff there. Unfortunately, I have a sword, so I turned it purple for Donatello, as he is the best turtle by far. And if you disagree, you are wrong. Basically, if you like Leonardo, then go away. That's how it goes. It's Donatello, Raphael, and then way down the list is Michelangelo, and then way further, like underground, like in the middle of the earth, far down is Leo. Anyway, let's get started. We're doing Raid 6 on hard, and we have our undefined runes and everything on. And here is our updated, well, it's the same raid team, but our updated TS, which we've cracked 17k, which is good. So, don't know how much it's going to take to get to Heroic. Maybe 19k? 18 and a half? Don't know. But either way, let's get stuck in with hard. So, we'll do a few of these. We could also do some world boss on normal, because there's a chance of getting tier 9 legendaries from that as well. And I guess we could do the dungeons on Heroic, but that's more for fams and everything, right? So you can do the dungeons for epic gear, but considering we've got full upgraded legendaries, set pieces, mythics and everything from the previous tier, from tier 8, we don't really need those epics, because fully upgraded epics won't be as good as fully upgraded legendaries and everything from the previous tier. So the dungeons are really only for the fams, at the moment at least. But raid on hard and world boss will be the go-to. Now, as far as familiars goes, I logged on yesterday and did that video. If you haven't seen it, you can check the channel. I did a full video, an hour-long video on the new zone and the new raid on all difficulties, including Heroic in the raid, and obviously we didn't do it, but we gave it a shot. So if you haven't seen that and you're interested, check it out. But ooh, what the hell was that blue thing? Was that something? We got a blue thing. Maybe that's a new enchant. Okay, fine. Browse. It was not. I have no idea what that blue thing was. We'll find out when we get out of here. I can check, but while we're in here, we don't know. So, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the new content and stuff. I haven't played since yesterday. This weekend has been very, very busy for me personally. It's been my first year wedding anniversary. It's also been the Australian rules football, like the AFL Grand Final. It's also been friend's birthday, 30th birthday. It's been hectic, so I haven't been able to play the new content as much as I wanted to, but I'm getting there. So as far as all the new schematics and familiars and all that stuff, I'm not fully up to date with it yet, but by the time it comes around to Thursday capture rate day, I should be up to date and know what the hell's going on with that. But it's undefined day, so we're not worried too much about familiars. But speaking of Walkham, because that's our current plan, we do have the duo bombs caught, and we've made him into whatever it is. So we're one out of the three. We're one out of the 3 fams we need to go to Walkham. All we need, we've got a Wardy. All we need is a Driffin to make Warfin, and we've got enough of the Stouses. All we need is more Hobbit feet. So I think all we need to make another Walkham is a Driffin, and I think 6 or 7 Hobbit feet, and we can then get a Walkham to +3, which would be amazing. Now, speaking of Walkham and familiars in general, with this new content, they did improve all of the familiars under Mythic, so all the legendary, epic, rare, and common familiars, they did improve their stats. Their bonuses, I should say. Not particularly. There might be the stats as well, but they're bonuses. So once we get out of this raid, we'll have a quick look at that. But some of the familiars that you will have will now be a lot stronger, particularly if you're early on in the game. So if you're still in, you know, zone 3, 4, 5, or whatever it be, then you should be having an easier time now with your fams being boosted. So, as I said, after we kill this guy, we'll have a look. Now, when we did the video on yesterday on having a look at the full content, new content and everything, we were dying on this guy on hard. We were having to use pots and stuff. Turns out with that little bit of extra TS, I can hard with no problem. What was that? We missed it again. We'll have a look. I think that may have been a weapon or something. It was. It was a main hand. That looks like a staff to me, but we'll have a look. Yeah, with the extra TS, like I was saying, give it a couple of days, a couple of weeks or something, and all of your carries and all of your raid members will gear up. So yesterday when we were doing the raid on hard, I think we were about 16,000, 16 and a half. Now we're up to 17. So we've gained like 600 TS overnight, basically. So yeah. First things first, let's go to craft and let's go to this button here and we can see what that blue thing was. No, we can't see what that blue thing was. I have no idea what it was. I'll have to search it. But we got like a blue tier drop looking thing. Let's see what that weapon looks like. Smack him on. That looks pretty cool, actually. What is this? Is it a staff? It is a staff. It looks cool. I like it. However, we will put our combat file back on, obviously. I also got this Scully thing, which is pretty cool. Which sticking with the chickens, obviously. Now, the next thing was the familiars. So, for instance, if you go to Yobbo, for example, or no, we'll go to Shramps, right? Shramps was 20% block. He's now 30%. So he's got 10% extra block, which is really freaking handy. Yobbo was 30% block. So he's probably up to like 40% now. Where is he? Where is the bastard? Yobbo? Where you at, my friend? You down further? Yobbo? Where are you? Gone too far. Yobbo, 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 Yobbo. Where is he? There he is. I just could not find him. 45% block chance. That's crazy, man. So now Bobodom, for instance, was 20% evade chance. Now he is up to 30%. Wembo was 200% crit. Now it's 300% crit. What else have we got? Like, this is scary. Remuroid is now 60% crit chance, which is insane. Walcom is now 30% in power instead of 20%. Meaty is now 15 instead of, I think it might have been 7.5 or 10 or something like that. So all of the 30% dual strike instead of 20%, 30% damage in rage instead of 20%. So all of the fams got a boost. So if you're not up to the current tier, you'll be noticing a massive difference, because if you're doing, you know, zone 5 and you've got Yobbo and Squibbo, you know, and you're used to having 20% block and 15% damage, now you've got like 45% block and 30% damage or something. It should make a difference. So I just thought I would mention that. So yeah, a lot of people are returning back to Bobodom now because like 30% evade is pretty nice. But the olden days, which really wasn't that old, like, you know, a couple of months ago, when we were trying to get Oxlaroth for that 40% block, he's now up to 60% block, which is insane. As is, I think it's Zolvby, Zol, the boss from the previous raid 5, and Bully, the, you know, elusive familiar from raid 3. It's like a better version of Remuroid, of Oxlaroth. He's 60% as well. So yeah, part of me wants to go back and hunt for them now, because that's a lot, man. But all we need is the Oxla to make Oxlaroth. And even though he's not as good as Zolvby, like 60% block is insane. So someone told me that. I haven't actually checked that. So we'll check that when we get out of here in the fusion. But that's probably worth it, right? Because the meaty, I think it was 7.5. I think it's just been doubled to 15% absorb. Is huge, because, you know, it's literally double. But 15% still isn't really that high. So 60% block is 60% mitigation, which is huge. He just has half the HP Meaty does. So the whole thing with Meaty is just, he just takes a beating, but he doesn't do anything else. Whereas the other tanks that have more mitigation also have more damage. Having said that, Meaty is really good. So anyway, that's a bit of fam updates. I did say that I would mention anything new that I did discover in today's video, and that's the news that I have discovered. As I mentioned, I haven't played that much, so that's all of the new things I've found since the new content has come out. But it's a pretty big improvement, man. Like, for all those fams to get boosted, it's pretty crazy. But I am interested to see what the new fams are from this tier. So we're gonna have to be pretty lucky to get a legendary on hard mode. I mean, it will happen. I remember doing raid 4, 3 and 4, it might have been, on normal for a while before I got some, well, before I got higher friends, or the friends I had like just got boosted like crazy. And you would get legendaries here and there, but you know, obviously on heroic you got a much better chance, and you also have a chance of set pieces and mythics and all that stuff as well. So hard is the best we can do, and we can do it 100% of the time, so there's no point in going back to normal, but there's also no point in doing heroic because we've got no chance of actually completing it. So the loot will come, it will just take more time. And then, you know, the legendaries that we do get from hard, we can upgrade and wear, and then that will give us enough TS, as will our friends. You know, as I mentioned, in the next month or so we'll get stronger, and eventually we'll be able to do heroics, and that's where we'll get all of our proper gear and our set items and all that good stuff. I like this, the helmet of the new boss. It looks cool, man. It's a really cool cosmetic, especially with the wings. That looks amazing, actually. So I've gone, everyone's like wearing all this new cool stuff. Oh, okay, probably the same, but Rev Me Up back here wearing new cool stuff. Eagle's wearing new cool stuff. Hey, we just leveled up. And I've just gone like bare bones Donatello, which I actually quite like, to be fair. Okay, here's Mr. Boss. I forget his name. But yeah, autoing hard is totally a thing now. I mean, Eagle is getting low, as is Rev Me Up at the back. So depends, maybe this cat with the 2 baskets is like the annoying mob, the annoying fam from this raid. So we'll just give him a little bit of a help with some with a potion there. But for the most part, I can fully auto the new raid on hard, which is good. And again, in a week's time, I'll be easily be able to do it. If we gain 600 TS, or 500 to 600, around there, TS overnight, in a week's time, probably gain another 1,000 or something, or more maybe. Okay, the Mellow King, that's his name. Let's go again. So yeah, I will be, considering we have the Wardy and we have all the Stouses for Walkham, the only things we need, like I said, was a Griffin and some Hobbit feet. I'll be using all of my energy on world bosses, and as I mentioned, even world bosses on normal has a chance and will drop legendaries as well. So we can gear up via doing this on hard and that world bosses on normal, and once we make our Walkham +3, then I'll probably go back to using the energy on getting another Wardy and another 6 Stouse and all that sort of stuff. But once we've got sorry, for the moment we'll do world boss, and then that will give us, sorry, I need to sneeze. No, yes. I knew it was coming. I'm a little bit sick, as I've mentioned in previous videos. Anyway, doing the world boss will give us chances of getting legendaries, as I mentioned, but also will give us the Hobbit feet that we need. So it's like a 2-for-1. It's really good. It's kind of worked out well, actually, that I didn't go for the Hobbit feet first, because had I gone for the Hobbit feet first and got the 10 Hobbit feet, doing the world bosses for gear, well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to need more Hobbit feet plus after we've +3. So we at the moment, I think we need, let's say we need 6 Hobbit feet to get him to +3. Then to get him to +4 and +5, we need another 20 Hobbit feet. So we need 26 in total. So, I mean, I could just do world boss until I have 26 Hobbit feet and then use the energy to do dungeons. It doesn't really matter what order you do it, I guess. Okay, so we got here's the elusive one. It's like the Cloud Gobby, which is cool. If he came up for Persuasion and we got him on the first try with gold, that would be fantastic. I don't know if he goes into anything, but it would be good just to get the random thing, right? Come on, come on. Duh. Okay, well, we did get a rare, an epic, sorry. I don't know what it was. Let's find out. It was a body, a bone cage. Let's see what that looks like, actually. That could look pretty cool, I think. Bone cage, bone cage, bone cage. There it is. Can't quite see with the chicken in the way, but that could look pretty cool with other cosmetics that suit it as well. I do have that skull offhand. So again, the skull offhand with the bone cage and maybe like a skullish kind of head could look fairly cool. If I can find a skullish head, or maybe the burning head might look nice as well with that. I'll tinker around with it. As I used to do, and usually do for myself in general, I kind of change my cosmetic every day. I don't know. I just do. When I finally settled on the Red Samurai, because I really like that, I thought, oh, I'll just leave it for a couple of months or whatever it is as the Red Samurai. But yeah, with the new cosmetics coming out, I'll try and change it every day to some new stuff, just to show what's available. Because Rev Me Up here looks pretty sweet with what he's got. I like that look. And we did get that flag actually as one of our accessories that was not a legendary, which I'm still bitter about. 5k down the toilet. Okay, it looks like we're going to be able to do this without dying. Yep. So it looks like those two, the duo guys aren't that big of a threat. It looks like the cat with the two baskets is the hard one at the moment. Just from observation so far. We got another one of those tiers, and I missed it. It might be another upgradey type material. It could be anything. It could be an enchant, but it doesn't look like it is because I went to the enchants and there wasn't any there. But I'll look into it after this video. I'll go through my bag and stuff and try and find out what it actually is. And then I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this the basket cat is the tough one. Okay, so we got a few epics, which is nice for cosmetics and stuff, as I mentioned, but no legendaries just yet. We'll go one more, and then maybe we'll do a few world bosses on normal, right? It shouldn't take too long to do those world bosses because it's the new content and tier 9 and everything. There'll be, well, I would think at least, there would be a crap ton of people wanting to do it. So basically just go in there and have your fill, have your choose of what room you wanted to do, or make your own room and then it'll fill up like basically straight away. One would think. So overall, I think this whole new content, the new zone and this cloud... Hey, there we go. Someone got Scully. Was that this thing? Where is it? Yes, it is. This whole new content, the new raid and the new zone and everything has been pretty well received across everyone that I've talked to. Some people, a lot of people actually, are saying it's their favorite zone and raid. And even in the video, the hour-long video that I made about the new content yesterday, I did mention that it's refreshing to do this raid. It's nice and bright and vibrant and like not harsh on the eyes and stuff compared to like the raid 2, which is all the rainbow colors and it's like harsh and stuff, and it's just nice and the music's relaxing and soothing, and yeah, I actually like it quite a bit, and it has cats in it. So I think I might say that as well. I think this might be, aesthetics wise, this is my favorite raid. Favorite zone is a bit different because you generally only do the zones once and then you're done. Apart from doing the individual dungeons for their familiars and things, and schematics and whatnot. The zones are, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite zone, but I would thinking about it, I think this would be my favorite raid. It's nice. I don't know. It's just something about the white and the blue, and it's all kind of peaceful and. Yeah. Alright, here comes Zebos. Slay's got the plank, whatever that is. So this the cloud with the cat on it is like the tank fan, yeah? which just poses no threat whatsoever. He's so chubby and look at him, he just looks happy. Why are we fighting him? Why can't we just friend him? Well, maybe he thinks we're cool and we'll throw gold at him and see if that helps. No, he didn't think we were cool at all. Okay, well, we'll finish what's off in here and then we'll do a few world bosses and call it a day. So no legendaries yet. Maybe we'll get some from the world boss, but we did get a few epics. And we did get a few of those beanstalk upgrade materials. I believe we picked up at least 1 or 2 of those, hopefully. I think I remember picking one up off the ground. Okay, 1 more enemy and some gold, maybe 2 enemies, we'll see. So we haven't had any of these new familiars pop up for Persuasion yet, so I'm not sure what their names are. And no, okay, another enemy and another gold. Potentially even another enemy. I kind of like that the cloud is drooling and that's the rain. That's kind of like a cool idea, like a cool concept. That clouds drool rain instead of you know, cry rain, which is what they, you know, the normal trope for it. Okay, let us do some world bosses. Like I said, there should be... Oh, there's only 1 actually. Let's do it. Oh, here we go. This is the headpiece for that cosmetic. So he's got Vile Skull and he's got the bone cage. Yeah, so that looks really cool. I like that. If you had the skull offhand as well, and then maybe like some form of, you know, evil looking pet or something, and then the scythe is nice. I quite like that overall. Okay, hopefully people just like come in quickly with this. You could also do the purple lightsaber like I have. That would suit it quite nicely as well. I would have thought there would be absolutely no trouble getting world boss done, considering that it's brand new and everything. Maybe everyone's doing the Netherworld for some reason that I don't know about. But we're doing all lag, obviously, for the Hobbit feat. But at the moment, doesn't look like anyone wants to join. So we'll give it another like 15-20 seconds, and if no one joins, then we'll just call it an episode. But yeah, back to, as for the channel, back to Thursday Capture Day, which will be basically Walkham Day. And it will be Walkham Day for quite some time. Unless we find a new schematic in here that we want to work towards, like a new tank or something, it will be Walkham Day. Although I am pretty tempted to go back to get Oxlade and make Oxelroth. In fact, let's get out of here, because no one's coming in. And we'll quickly take a look at the fams and have a look. So Fusion. We're not going to make any of these mythics anymore. Like, I'm just not going to bother with it. But if we go down, where's... Oh, I completely forgot about Fatty. We're so close to getting him too. Well, kind of. He now has 13% deflect chance. I think that's what he had before. I don't know if he's been buffed at all, actually. Not too sure. If someone knows if he's been buffed, let me know. But Walkham has a 30% in power chance, which is great. And like, look at that, 2k damage, which is crazy. But let's go down to, here he is, Oxelroth. 60% block chance, man. We have a Astaroth, all we need is the Oxalate, and we have a 60% block chance tank with decent damage and not too bad HP, I guess. And then the other one is Zolivby, of which we don't have anything, but 60% block chance with a hell of a lot more HP. So this is the one you want if you're going for the 60% block chance, but we don't have either of them. So the fact that we only need 1 Oxla to get this guy is pretty enticing, right? So I may do that. Maybe. But Thursday will be back to Walkham or Oxla, and then Sundays will be the new raid on hard until we can do it on heroic, and maybe some world bosses. Let's give one more shot to a world boss. Nope, no one's there, so we'll call it a day. Either way, that's the plan for the next coming months, probably. So yeah, now you know what we're doing and the new schedule. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed that. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.